Welcome back to IAEE TV, sponsored by TMS and produced by CNTV. I'm Amy Sweezey, and joining me now is Nir Bashan. Nir was a keynote speaker here at EXPO EXPO.
Keynote today, yeah, it went really well.
Thank you so much for being here. Tell me about your keynote. What's your main topic?
Well, thanks for having me. It was about creativity and innovation in a time of unprecedented challenge, right? We have tariffs, we have all kinds of things going on in Washington. Things aren't predictable right now. And helping the attendees become more creative and more innovative is what it's all about.
All right, so what's the big aha moment that you were hoping attendees would take home with them?
You know, that they own their own tools and in their own agency have the power to overcome any challenge they want if they focus on creativity and focus on innovation.
And I feel like this is obviously a topic that could apply to a lot of things, but you were specifically talking about the events and, this industry, the events and trade show industry.
Yeah, it's a wonderful industry full of the same challenges that other industries are having in America right now. Like, how do we find really good people, and how do we, get people to show up to events like this? So I find that if we think a little bit more creatively, we rely a little bit less, perhaps controversially, a little bit less on technology and a little bit more on the things that have worked for many, many years, good relationships, meeting people face to face, doing this exact thing at conferences exactly like this. I think we improve and we grow the industry.
So what if somebody says to you, well, I'm not really a creative person, I don't have a creative mindset, how do I get that?
Happens all the time. So people, hey, I'm not creative, that's somebody else, but it turns out that it's in our DNA. I am publishing a new book called The Solution Mindset with Wiley on December 30th. And in that book, we found a research study that shows that we have, I think, 23 genes that are expressly dedicated to creativity in our DNA. Isn't that wild?
And that's going to be included in the new book. And the previous book was kind of what you talked about here at EXPO EXPO, right?
The previous book is called The Creator Mindset, and that's what we talked about here today, about how to get more creative. The new book follows 10 people around the world who are doing revolutionary and amazing things with creativity to heal the earth.
And what is your background? You were in advertising, right?
I was in advertising forever. I ran agencies, and now I do this.
So how did you become creative?
I know, right? I don't know. That's a tough one.
Were you just born with it, or do you think there's skills that you learned?
It's skills that you learn. I think we're all born with creativity, but we tend to go to the analytics side, right? We love numbers, and we love things that can be expressed in, spreadsheets. But it turns out that some of the best things in life are things that we can't represent in numbers.
I always think about children who they get to color at school and draw and be fun and play with blocks, but then as adults, we sit at a computer.
100%. We've lost that sense of creativity, that sense of wonder as children, and the more we can get that back, it turns out the better we do in our careers.
Awesome. Nir, anything else you want to add? You mentioned the books. Do you have a website?
I have a website. It's nirbashan.com. There's 3 Nir Bashans on the entire planet. Oh. And I'm not the one uploading, video game clips, so I'm pretty easy to find.
You're the other one with the books.
Yeah, the one with the book.
All right, Nir Bashan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Amy.
And
really
thank you for sharing your knowledge here at EXPO EXPO.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Amy Sweezey. You are watching IAEE TV, sponsored by TMS and produced by CNTV. Thanks for watching.